Alright guys, just Mike with Pacific Tech out here in southern Sacramento. Just left 2018 Ford F150. Couldn't do the recordings because all my videos are maxed out, so I'm borrowing my friend's phone to do this video. But guys, ladies and gentlemen, as a technician, I have to state this. You technicians out there are fucking up. I've never seen someone downgrade someone's spark plugs to save them some money. Stop being cheap with your spark plugs, guys. I'm being for real. Look, this 2018 Ford F150 with $1.99 autolite plugs. You know how hilarious that shit was? The bad thing about it is, I don't know if my customer was lying to me or not, but I kind of doubt it. Because this is the common things that, some of these low-end shops do. And I bump into it. Excuse me. And one of the things they would say is, look, don't worry about it. All it does is just spark. That's it. That's his only job. But do you know the different variants of different type of spark that some of these engines need? Mind you, the beast. It's one of these modern engines, so it needs one of these modern spark plugs. Doesn't need a conventional copper, $1.99, spark plug. But they get mad. Customer was pissed off and was like, "What? Because the shop told me plug is just a plug, and now you telling me a plug is not just a plug. You want to put in what came out of there?" And I go, "Yes. Normally you want to put out what came out of there. No ifs, ands, or buts. So if your car came with NGKs, you want to put NGKs in there. They came with Densos, you want to put Densos in there. They came with Motorcraft, stick with the Motorcraft. There's a reason why. I'm not going to go and let's say in my Honda, I'm going to put, AC Delcos in there. When I know they're supposed to be NGKs or Densos, I can go and use either or. And I have to use the laser plugs. Mind you, it's a 2001 Honda Accord, which means I can use, just platinum. But I like to use the laser because it saves me fuel. And this is where a lot of people don't seem to understand. Fuel. You guys know I do about 300 and something miles, or sometimes I go even well beyond that, about 570 miles every fucking single day. But, and homeboy's in a fucking rush over there, and I don't understand that. You get paid by the hour, but you guys are in a fucking rush. But anyway, look, man, guys, at these shops, stop lying to these fucking customers. Tell them the truth, man. I have to, mind you, I'm in cleanup mode. I should be making money, repairing these things. And the bad thing about it is the customers getting pissed that they paid the shop, so much money, to do this the right way. And now they got to pay me to go and do it again. That's double the work. Now he has to go and pay, and now And I'm kind of glad, that he wanted to keep the plugs so that he can take it to the shop and he can get his money back because they put in the wrong plugs. And the shop right now is a little bit, the owner is being a little faggot right now, and I have to say it like that, and don't want to give the customer his plugs back, and he knows I'm right. I had to walk in with my customer, and as soon as they saw me walk in, the owner put the service advisor and told the service advisor I'm not in. So the service advisor, is now dealing with the headache, and the customer is ripping the service advisor a new booty hole. And this could have been solved easy the first time. I don't understand why you guys are doing the cheap shit, man. If I had a fucking shop the way some of you guys have, and my shop is small, it's made for the big trucks, but it's still small. It's one vehicle at a time. And when one of the semi-trucks occupy it, SOL. But right now, since for June and July, Focus Logistics and M&J, are shut down for repairs and taxes, paperwork, and the end of our fiscal year. And July is the beginning of our fiscal year, and we still shut down as DOT will come in and take a look at all our vehicles, inspect all our trucks, inspect other equipment. So we're shut down, and I'm just doing, little minor works here and there for some of my, contracted customers, and they're getting ripped off, man. A lot of my customers are getting ripped off. I don't know if it's this pandemic shit that, is going on right now. I don't know if it's the mindset. You guys heard me talk about, the 10 and 90%. And I'm still trying to figure that one out, what's going on, Why are we having so much problems out here in Sacramento? And you guys are ripping customers off. And it's word by mouth, man. Customers upset. You guys cheated him. He has to pay me. Right now, people are like the Jewish people. If they have to spend $1, and mind you, and I get a lot of my people that say, Mike, I got you, don't worry about it, I got the money. But a lot of people don't realize the cost of these parts, the price of these parts, and they think, these parts are going to be, a few dollars here, a few dollars there, and sometimes they're not a few dollars here and a few dollars there. Or maybe that customer only had that amount at that time, and that's all they can put, I'm not passing it that my customer will lie to me, because to save themselves, a couple of dollars, man, they're going to tell me sweet nothings. And, especially the females, they're going to tell me all that sweet nothing, and they're going to play it. Oh, man, I'm stuck, I'm a single mom, they're going to play it, and I'm going to hear the violin. And I always get this. Every time I have to do some cleanup work, I get the violin move. That's not cool. Okay? On the either ends, people can be truthful today. And no matter how truthful you try to be with other people, sometimes you need to, slow your roll down. And I like to tell people the truth because, I don't want to deal with no headaches. I don't want to deal with no problems. I do my videos to protect my company at all times. Sometimes I'm working too fast or trying to get things done too fast that sometimes I don't get a chance to do these videos. And I had to go back and start doing them. And I have to keep on reminding myself, put a camera down. Matter of fact, get one of the little small camera. You know how you get one of these little lights that you put on your forehead like this? Well, might as well put a little camera there, and everything, you know, whatever your eye sees and whatever it's focused on, it's going to see. So I start covering my ass because I don't want to deal with the situation of someone suing me for an engine, or someone getting really upset at me because I did something wrong. And in reality, if you touch it, you own it. And I tell people this. Other people tell me this. And a lot of people don't seem to get it. Once you touch it, you own it. And once you own it, it's on your head. It's on your neck. You know, you got to deal with it. You got to deal with all the consequences that come with it. And a lot of people don't want to take responsibility now. You know, when I understand your insurance is too high, you can't pay insurance, some of you don't even have insurance. And there's a lot of shops right now that don't have insurance because they can't afford the overhead, their payroll insurance, and all these high taxes, plus the cost of a lot of these materials. You know, when I gotta buy oil, I gotta buy it in the barrels now, and walk around with at least 2 or 3 quarts with me, or even a gallon with me at all times, because oil is expensive and it's hard to find right now. Especially the new ones for these new cars, you know, these synthetic stuff. But people are not getting it, man. People just, you guys need to slow down a little bit, man. Just slow down sometimes. I know our job is hectic. We get paid by the hour. We got so much that we got to do in one, hour. So I understand that. Don't get me wrong. I'm in the same boat you guys are all in. Time is money for me. And I don't mind cleaning up someone else's job, because it makes me money still. And sometimes, the customers get they really get bent out of shape, when they find out that what they paid for, I got to go in there and they didn't do. This morning out in Los Banos, had a semi-truck. Due to some of the things, I can't put some of these videos up because of the contracts that we have. But I do my videos still to save my ass. This is why I say always do a video. Technicians, cover your 6. But anyway. Guy got charged about almost $4,800 just in parts. It includes with a little bit of labor that they did, and he still had a balance. They were charging the company please get over. People don't know how to drive no more. But anyway. They charged them $4,800. Broke down. Actually, it's somewhere outside of Bakersfield. Broke down somewhere in Los Banos. They towed them over to the truck stop. Took me about 47 minutes to get there. From lady, come on, you fucker. Fucking drive fast. Fucking morons. This is the shit that I gotta deal with, man. It's early in the fucking morning here in Sacramento. I'm on 50 heading west, and I gotta deal with these idiots. I don't understand how you cannot drive. You're on an entrance and you want to do 20 miles an hour and not speed it up. To get up to speed, I'm doing 40 miles an hour trying to let you in, and you're doing 20. You don't want to speed it up. And you're running out of roads, and I'm coming at you, and now I'm about to block you because you can't get in, because you decided to drive at 20 miles an hour. Ladies, stop that. Step on it. But anyway, look, man, don't cheat your customers. Don't do that shady shit that they did to this other truck driver, man. $4,800, and they didn't do nothing but reset the codes. A couple of miles down the road, those codes popped back up again, and the truck went right back into limp mode. And we can only drive 5 miles an hour. And he's all the way down on the floor trying to push it with 56,000 pounds of weight in the trailer. And this doesn't even include his tractor. And they ripped him off. Ripped him off on sensors that they never put in. Nothing was never touched with tools. And we know this. But they ripped him off. The sad part about it is, you can't say anything. This is why we always say, look, man, I don't care. I want to see what this technician is doing. Some people, they ask me, Mike, you don't mind if I sit down and watch? By all means. Matter of fact, here, grab a pen and paper, learn. This is your vehicle, this ain't mine. Might as well learn something. Some of the ladies that I teach thank me. Mind you, I'm not charging them for what I'm doing. And others, well, guess what? They are doing it themselves. And I'm just going there and I'm just charging them a real small fee why they do it themselves. And it's a good thing. I like when, I teach. I have to teach these technicians, out here in Sacramento. I can't front. I do forget things sometimes. I'm not going to say I don't. I'm not going to go and say that doesn't happen. Because it does sometimes. Sometimes, I get so busy and other things are coming in. Mind you, one-man army trying to do, multiple things. You know what happens. I'm in Midtown right now going to my next job. But homeboy got ripped off so bad, nothing was done but reset the scan, reset the lights, and let the engine, figure things out again. And he made it. He was lucky he didn't, around the corner, break down again. He was lucky he made it all the way to Los Banos from the outskirts of Bakersfield up north, heading north. So, people, will do shady things and they will cheat people. They will rip people off. They will say, I did this, I did that. And this is why some people, will wait, or they will even pay for my expenses for me to go. Let's say I'm up north, I'm in Fort Bragg somewhere, fixing something out there, and I get a call and I say, well, shit, I can't get to you until the weekends, And I got, some other things lined up, and they would go, look, man, I'll pay you double. So now it's a bidding war. Now they make a competition. I'll pay you double just so that you can get here and get me going. And this is what truckers are doing. I need you to come here and fix this for me. And they know, some of these people know. Word of mouth. I don't play around. You put the money on the table for me, I'm going to do the belly dance. I told people, everyone has a price. Sometimes I'm able to, shuffle things around and say, okay, I can do this one. Like, it will take me 15 minutes because I already know what's wrong with this one. Sometimes I'm changing a sensor, which is a 10 millimeter bolt. The connector, put the new sensor in, tighten the 10 millimeter bolts, and I'm gone again. It's $150 in my pocket, plus the fuel for cost. So think about it. That's quick money. So I'll hit that and run and hit something else and hit it as I'm going down the pipeline, and still make that double the money. Some of them, they know that I'm coming from very far away and I have to head down south, and that's why sometimes, like I told you, I do 370 to about 570 miles per day. I'm running up and down California. CHP, some of the sheriffs from these counties, even when they break down. Mike, I broke down, I don't know what's wrong with this vehicle. I'm going to get, reprimanded, for not, looking at my vehicle. Can you come down here? And it's not only with just vehicles, man. I get computer work. Sometimes I'm finishing up a truck and I get a call from one of the buildings. Hey, I'm having problems over here in the network. The gentleman that we hired don't seem to understand what's going on. Can you please come by and take a look at our network? And here I am walking into a government building, either city, state, or even a corporation, and sit down in their computer room and take a look. And be like, oh shit, this is the problem. You guys got to take care of this, and you got to stop telling this client, to change his password because they're using the basic passwords, and I tell people, man, don't use birthdays that can be associated with you or any of your loved ones. And it's no joke, man. People always do this. Birthdays of your spouse, the children, that can be all figured out, man. You have no understanding how criminals work today, and it's no joke. Some of these people doing some crazy shit, and you guys are getting caught up in a lot of things. You have to be aware. And when they call me, it's making money. I'm not out to cheat. I'm not out to, it's you paying me to fix this. I'm going to fix it so that the next time something breaks, well, guess what? You're not going to the shop. You're not going anywhere else. You're calling me at your leisure because I'm coming to you at your leisure. So say you broke down at your job. You don't have to worry about getting it towed to a shop and dealing with, now you're far away from your house and how you're going to get home and all of that. No, I come to you, fix it right there. If it can be fixed right there. If it has to go to the shop and I'm like inside the motor now, I can't do that inside the streets. I can't go and tear a head down, and do a head job on a 6 or 8 cylinder. I can do it on a 4 cylinder because it's quick. But even then, some places they frown upon it. They don't want me doing that. Some other places I got permits. I got to pay for these permits. This is why we shut down every June and July, to make sure that all these permits are in order, so that when I'm working somewhere and I open up a fire hydrant, what do you call it, or I'm at someone's facility and I take water, you know, I know how much water I'm taking out, because there's a coupler that I gotta, you know, couple, and it tells me everything. But don't be idiots, man. Stop trying to cheat your customers. Let them know, hey, this, or this, and you cool. But if you start cheating them, you're gonna lose. And when you lose money, and you go out of business. And I'm beginning to see a lot of people tapping out, you know, gas prices, lack of parts, lack of skilled technicians. So you choose, you know. I went on my own because I got tired of, you know, the lies and cleaning up after other people. And I still do it out here. I can be in the shop, you know, working from 9 to 5 and make money. But I choose, you know, run the streets, make more money that way. So don't cheat your customers, because I'm going to write a video. I'm going to do videos. Some of the videos, once these contracts, you know, like come July, some of these videos from last year's, from some of these trucks, I'll be able to show you guys. So you guys will be able to see, and you guys will be able to understand. Don't lie to, you know, your customers. Sorry. Sacramento, I don't know what's up in the air, but it makes my eyes pussy for some reason. I leave Sacramento, sure my eyes are okay. I come to Sacramento and this shit is all pussy. Anyway, I'm out.